Today's Funko is none other than the one and only Macho Man Randy Savage. Snap into a Slim Jim, brother. Oh, yeah. I tell you, man, growing up, Macho Man was that dude. He was easily one of my favorite wrestlers. And, will just always be missed, man. True legend, one of the best to ever do it. What's up, everybody? I'm Dave Miranda, and this is episode 130 of Just Give Me 5. I hope you guys are doing great, continue to be amazing. We got a really awesome show lined up for you today. But first things first, I need you to hit that like button, need you to hit that subscribe, and I need you to spread the word about Just Give Me 5. All right. We got a little overcast today. We're getting some rain out here in Arizona finally. Doesn't really do much though, but just make everything humid the next day, but we'll take whatever we can. If you guys caught episode 129 though, you saw we had none other than my man Messy Goods of Antidote. And let me tell you, back in 2003 when I entered the scene, Antidote was the absolute business. They were the truth. And Messy was, him being the head of it and lead MC. I mean, they were just phenomenal. They used to rock, like we talked about, man, at that time, rocking the Marquee Theater was a big deal. I was happy I got a chance to rock it as well. Man, but I never knew him when he was with Dislo. I only met him, I didn't know him in the 90s. I just met him at that time. But Antidote was just absolutely everything, man. And so we were so happy to have him on the show. My man was like, he was mad nervous prior, I mean, everybody, always has their little things, but he told me, he's like, man, you and Jimmy made me so comfortable. It's always hit or miss with these things, and I'm just so happy that it worked out. That's something I love hearing, because that makes me feel good. It makes us feel good, that we're just doing the right thing, man. So, shout out to you, my brother. And I wish you the best with everything that you got continuing going on in your journey. All right. But today's guest is one of the OGs of the Arizona DJ scene and definitely deserves his flowers. We're going to talk about why he became a DJ. We're also going to talk about him playing the first Tempe annual Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. We're also going to talk about some memorable moments and so much more. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I present to you DJ Private.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your boy AZ's on DJ Private. The world, how you doing? All I'm saying is, just give me 5. Inspired me, Jose Cortez, the voice of Aslan. I was like 10, 11 years old. He did my cousin's quinceañera at Los Reyes Hall, which is over there on Southern Avenue. It's a church now, but he allowed me to carry crates with him. Okay. And he let me, and from then on, took me to KUKQ when a little later and stuff like that back in Guadalupe. Yeah. And from then on, I just loved DJing. Growing up, there was not even in a mile radius. There was the Master Mixers, Alicio and Chris. There was DJ Jerry Rascon, R.I.P. Love you, brother. Had DJ Robbie. He was down the street. DJ Adolph. There was who else there was there? At the time, there was AL3 making his mixes, and Surplus was starting to come up. Okay. But I was actually, like I said, starting in '84, so I was pretty young, get into the field. I mean,
God, what was the scene like in '84?
'84, it was crazy. That's where, all about that, I mean, that's where all the low riding at the South Mountain Plaza, back in the day, and the Ramadas and all that. That's when MB Riders and all that came out. MC Magic, because MC Magic was at Park and Swap. Yep. I worked with his wife at U-Haul. So I mean, it was crazy, man. It was just parties everywhere. Benny Arcee, party promoter, the Godfather. Yep. He was ever there. My second cousin, DJ Dooney. Yeah, we're actually related by my brother and sister. Okay. So we're like second, third cousins. Him. Like I said, Robbie Rob. I mean, back in the day, there was just so many DJs out there, and you just wanted to be a part of it. Because I was actually started off breakdancing with Windy City Breakers. Coco. Mm-hmm. You know Coco, right? Mm-hmm. Him and my cousin Richard Vela. We started off Windy City Breakers. Wow. Out there in Southern.
What were some of the clubs, some of the spots that you were DJing at in the 80s?
Well, not the 80s, but 90s. The Devil House, right down from Arizona State University. Okay. That was one. They closed it down a long time ago. there was a skating rink on Oak Street and 47, 48th, 49th Street.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
skate world, I believe,
I believe Skateland.
Skateland,
GQ Productions. When I was first married, my first wife, it was GQ Productions, which is Gentleman Quality Productions. You know, Saeed and Thurm and all them.
Yeah, man.
I DJ'd there.
Okay.
You know, and then also there was a club on 7th Avenue and Thomas. There's a Chase Bank, and right next to it, there's like a clinic there now.
Yeah.
But it used to be a party spot. That's where AL3 used to DJ at a lot.
Okay.
Right there, north of 7th Avenue by Thomas. There was a spot there, and everybody used to go there. Breakdance, B-boys.
KFC though over there right now.
No, yeah, no. Well, there's a KFC, but it's where the Chase is at is on the.
Across from it.
Yeah, so right above the Chase, there was a white building there,
Yeah.
and there was car clubs there. There was, I mean, B-boys, all that stuff, man.
Nice.
All that. Plus, you know, Paraíso out there in South Central.
Of course.
There was so many places.
Man, it's like, so you got everything going from there, you know, it's like, okay, now you're picking it up, so you start doing the club scenes.
CBNC. There was a club on Stetson in Scottsdale I DJ'd a few times. The Sets, Tempe.
Yeah.
I was there
With Audi.
well, actually before Audi. No, after Audi. I was there from Thursdays through Sundays DJing. That's where I met the Ying twins and DJ for them.
Right.
And Mims. And Mims, it was in Scottsdale. I got to DJ the Dub Custom Car Show after party for him.
Okay.
You know, he had requested me, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, and that's a time too, you know, when Scottsdale was like, had a lot of hip hop shows. You know what I'm saying? You had the Cajun House, you know, you had Club Next.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mist and all that, you know, at the time.
I've DJ Mist. Mims really likes Southern Crunk. He loves Southern Crunk.
Okay.
You know, so that's what they called me in for.
Okay.
You know, I was original DJ for Miss Wisdom, Serena Richardson. I was her original first DJ for The Vibe is Live.
Right.
Mon Cherie
Back at
from
Harley's?
the Poet Bar, Mon Cherie, the Poet Bar in Scottsdale. Well, Tempe, downtown Tempe.
Yes.
I was her DJ.
Got you.
So, you know.
Yeah, man. And then how'd you come up with the name?
Funny question. Funny story. My name wasn't always DJ Private. It was DJ Torres, DJ Paul, DJ Pauly, you know, whatever people really threw at me because I didn't really have a DJ name until I was with the military, Department of Defense. My CO, his daughter had a quinceañera on the base, Luke Air Force Base. And as a joke, he introduced me as DJ Private. And it's stuck ever since. And that was early 2000s.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So it must have really stuck because it's like there's been no change ever since.
You know, I mean, it just fit. It's also my initials, PVT, Paul Vargas Torres.
Nice.
So it's my initials.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And then when I did, you know, DJ for Carly Hustle a couple of times, you know, at Group Candy,
Right.
she loves saying it. So,
Yeah.
you know, like Jerry Roscoe, he called me that ninja DJ. He's like, your name isn't everywhere, or like say your face isn't everywhere, but you're there.
Yeah.
You know.
We know who you are.
Oh yeah, because when I finished DJing for Carly, DJ Complex came in, and he took over, you know, that spot over there, Group Candy.
Nice, man. And speaking of Carly, so you made your way to Power. You know, obviously you were on radio as well. How did that happen?
I wasn't really on the radio. I was doing stuff for Power, you know, like private events and stuff like that, you know. I was going around the valley. Again, you know, filling in for DJs that had other things to do. You know?
Yeah.
Like M2, when Michael Blackson came in concert here at Celebrity Theater,
Okay.
I got a private message from him say, hey, brother, something came up. Do you mind filling in for me?
Gotcha.
And I was DJ'd for Michael Blackson's comedy concert at Celebrity Theater.
Nice, man. And then you had worked with and then you did something with Tim and Willie, correct? Also.
Yeah, Tim and Willie. That's what
90s.
in the '90s. That's what I was DJing Miss Wisdom, but sometimes AL3 some of his DJs didn't show up.
Yeah,
So since I was already there, Tim and Willie would be like, "Hey, do you mind covering till Rick Martino's DJs get here?" No problem. Sometimes it'd be 2 or 3 hours, you know.
And Tim and Willie were huge in the 90s, man. Like, I mean, people don't even realize it. Like, you had to be, they were like, you know, Crazy Kid and Ruben S. You know what I'm saying? You know, so doing that.
Karina was my neighbor in Gilbert when we were, it was like maybe mid 2000s.
Karina Marie, right?
Karina, Ruben S. She was my neighbor behind me.
Wow.
Yeah. Out there in Gilbert, that was a Gilbert.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, man. I mean, it's like, you know, from then on, it's just, you know, everything's going, everything's grooving. What do you feel at that time that, if you had to say, right, like, what's something that you missed from that era you know, as opposed to not necessarily like comparing and contrasting right now, but just you personally from that time, because you've literally witnessed the pretty much the growth of the DJ era throughout Arizona. So if you had to say like, okay, in the 80s and 84 when you started, you know, what is it that you missed that around that era that, you know,
Real party goers.
yeah.
Real party goers. They had, and also, you know, the dancing. I mean, they had b-boys back then.
Right.
You know, and also back then we were respected
Yeah.
before all technology took over, because whatever the DJ brought is what you're going to hear.
Exactly.
We didn't take requests back then. You know,
Oh no.
everyone came to see the DJ, or you know, well, I had to be in the party. So you know, I used to work at Circles Records and Tapes back in the.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So Big Al, you know, and Tony and all them, they would give me the copies. Like they would get 3 copies in, one for the shelf, one for the rack, the store, you know, played behind the scenes,
Right.
and then they would have an extra 1 or 2, whatever. And Big Al would always give them to me because he knows the DJ. So I would, you know, use those to go DJ with. I mean, but honestly, back then, people really loved to party. They liked to dance. It wasn't big beefs like it was, you know. People weren't just sitting on the wall and just grinding.
Exactly.
You know, people were challenging each other, b-boying and stuff like that.
And even on some hip hop stuff too, because it's like, you know, like you had New Jack Swing at the time, where it's just upbeat records where it's like people were doing the Kid and Play, you know, the hammer dance, whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? You had all these dances. So it's like, yeah, man, like people were dancing. Like you left the club like soaking wet.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's just what it was.
And no offense against the gangster hip hop, whatever.
Yeah.
But, you know, back then,
that, though.
yeah, but even back then they had, you know, cleaner edits, you know, and people were just dancing. I mean, just
Yeah.
had a good time.
Yeah, like you could dance to Nothing But a G Thing. You could dance to Ain't No Fun. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you saw it all the time.
Yeah, because now all you hear is vocal and maybe some beat. Back then it was beats and then some vocals. You know what I mean? So it was just a little flip side, you know.
It's like, did you ever used to do like Zazoos and all that?
Zazoos, Baja Tillies.
Tilly's.
On the west side there was 6 shooters.
Uh-huh.
6 shooters. It was supposed to be a pool hall, but at night it turned into, you know, a party spot. DJ Jerry would sneak me in and have me DJing. He's up there standing there and he's like, go ahead, private, and just have me DJing and stuff like that. So, well, DJ Paul back then. So
Right.
I would get up there and then shoot,
Yeah.
slam off the stage,
Right.
you know.
That's cool. Yeah, because it's like, cause I was too young. I was too young to get into Zazoos and all those and the Roxy
So
and
was
everything,
I.
man. And it's like, yeah, I know. And it's just like when you hear these stories, you know what I mean? Nah, man, that's great, man. You know, so yeah. I mean,
Polyesters in Scottsdale.
Polyesters in Scottsdale.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to do Saturday the foam parties that they used to have there.
Yeah, I used to
Oh
be in
yeah,
there doing
man.
some of those, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember. I think I was. I think Benny RC was saying that. Yeah, he used to do like a Thursday night or something there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we used to go Saturdays there. Yeah, man, all them spots. You know, Matador on Fridays.
Matadors.
You know.
I was at Mikhail's on like almost 75th Avenue. I was there like 3 years DJing.
Oh, okay. Because
their
the
Friday
one we
nights?
saw us go to was on Central.
Yeah,
Their
no.
Friday nights, you know what I mean?
It's the
Like
one on
my
the west
mom was
side.
going there back in the
Yeah,
day. you know
no,
what I mean?
or it was Sevilla's.
Or Sevilla. Yeah, I know the family. I went to school with the kids. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I know.
Yes, yeah, man. Those, yeah, good times,
Or
man.
Benny RC, the sock hops downtown at the church over there by Azteca wedding, the wedding place, the Azteca Bridal. Across the street, there's a big church there.
On Jefferson.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that big old church.
Uh-huh.
Benny RC used to do those sock hops down there, so the record hops.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yep.
right. Yep.
I'm old, y'all, so
That's beautiful, man.
yeah. And that was an honor. It was the first celebration that Tempe had ever chosen to allow. You know what I mean, because it was being honored, you know, here and there. But as far as Tempe, they were like, nope. Until that one time they actually did it. Again, I don't know the exact date, but myself, J.U. Weiss, Jamal, a lot of Desert Dog DJs were there. But the city of Tempe and Luana Miller personally asked me to DJ the inside portion of the MLK, you know, celebration. So I was in, I had all my CDJs inside, you know, using Stand 310s at the time.
Yeah.
And so I was inside and I was DJing there while Jamal, J.O. Ice and all of them were outside DJing, you know, some of the other part of it.
What was that energy like, man?
It was wild. I mean, the thing is, it was unity.
Yeah.
I mean, even Tempe itself, because, you know, Tempe wanted that.
Right.
They were one of the last cities, you know, to actually, you know, really acknowledge, because Mesa was already doing it. Because I DJed for the city of Mesa and some of their MLK parades, and
Yeah.
I was in little gators, you know, my equipment, you know, shaking everywhere, you know. But yeah, I mean, once it was Tempe, it just like wildfire, you know. It was like a welcome change, like a breath of fresh air. I mean,
What made them decide to finally just acknowledge it?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I know the Arizona Foreman, the Campbell family, big ups to the Campbell family, Clovis and all them. They worked diligently, man, diligently to get that done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, it was unity. So it wasn't just all, like I said, minority DJs, all
Right, it was
specific looking DJs.
Yeah.
It was hip hop DJs.
Yeah.
It was a celebration of, this amazing man, that did all this, to make a change for us.
Right.
So yeah, I was truly honored. Myself and Luana Miller, remember Luana Miller? Luana? So she had a show at the time, and I was her DJ.
Okay.
So, whoop, there you go. I was DJing for the MLK. First time in Tempe. The thing is, finally being really accepted. Honestly, when I first came to Arizona from California, like in '83, because I would spend half the year here, half the year in California. My mom, she would say my grandma. So I never played any Spanish music, cumbias and all that stuff until I got to Arizona, like in '84, '5, '6, somewhere around there.
Okay.
I didn't know Selena, none of that stuff. So when I went to go, I came from, California. So it was funk, old school, hip hop, B-boy. So I went to go DJ a party for a friend of mine, the Colemans, Rashonda, how you doing? They looked at me crazy because like, what are you gonna do, play Spanish music? I'm like, huh? No, I'm a hip hop DJ, I play funk, I play old, and I play stuff, I play
Zap,
I play hip hop, man. I play NWA, all the stuff like that. I don't know Spanish music, so I mean, it took a while for people to go with the stigma of me being a hip hop DJ, but that's all I knew,
Right.
That's the thing. I didn't know anything.
It was like
else.
the first assumption, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly, and sometimes it still comes down to this day. They look at me, and they're like, "Oh, do you know?" I'm like, "Yeah." I play all genres of music. I was doing
course.
the HBCU, events at ASU.
Oh, okay.
The stepping competitions, all that.
Right. Yeah, man.
That's all I knew.
You over there playing EU, the Butt, and all these records.
You know what I mean?
Man.
Atlantic Star,
man.
all that stuff like that. I didn't know Spanish music like that.
Right.
Because I was a hip hop DJ.
Exactly. Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, man. And so, and then, what are a couple more that you can think of? Because that's big, man. Just being, recognized, period, and being accepted. You know what I mean?
It took a while also to get into the lowrider scene because I wasn't in California was into the lowrider scene like that. So
okay.
I knew the music like Zap, Roger, Cameo. I knew all that stuff.
Yeah.
I just didn't know it was specific to hip hop, to the lowrider scene here. There was a big lowrider scene here.
Oh, the Chicano culture is big.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Again, I wasn't raised in that culture,
Yeah.
So it was a kind of culture shock for me. I knew MC Magic,
Yeah.
I knew these DJs, but again, I didn't know that was a specific, type of genre.
Yeah.
MB Riders and all them. I didn't know, specific. Because I'll be up there, playing, some hip hop, and they're like, that's well, my bad,
Yeah, they wanted to like lighter shade of brown
exactly,
and frost.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I knew all them. I played all
Right.
them, but like what's his name? That Spanish rapper in California, Kid Frost.
Yeah.
I didn't know his music.
Wow.
I didn't know. I wasn't.
And you're coming from Cali. That's his
yeah,
hometown
I was
as well.
West LA, LA major. I wasn't East LA. So
Yeah.
Because I went from San Jose, California. My grandma then moved to LA, but it was West LA.
That's
where they filmed the
true.
Friday movies and all that.
Right.
That's the era and area I came from. I didn't come from East LA.
Right.
I was a truck kind of guy. I drove trucks and
Yeah.
Blazers and stuff like that, K5s and all that.
No, that's true, man. I mean, and it's just people don't realize that because they think California, right? Like like I had a lot of cousins from the Bay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I remember my cousin Bobby, man. I remember him telling me like when I was like in 7th grade, he was like, "We don't have essays in San Francisco."
Nope.
He's like, I mean, we hang out with brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we wear Tommy Hilfiger and polo. Like we don't wear khakis and it's like it's still California, but that's northern and there's southern LA and it's just so different, man.
Yeah. I'm from the Mr. Dale and all. I'm from where too hard for my radio.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean, E40,
yeah, Mac Dre and everything.
Yeah, Mac and all. I mean, that's the originator, the hyphy movement. That's
Exactly.
the area I came from.
Right.
So, I mean, I knew like the Booyah Tribe, Tower of Power, and all stuff like that.
Right.
But I didn't know, those specific, lowrider type scenes.
Exactly.
Even
man.
though where I lived, there was King and Story in San Jose, Santa Clara. It just wasn't that big of a scene for where I came from.
Yeah, it wasn't enough to get in it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like once you got in and out here, like here. and they started accepting you, how did you feel? Like, was it something you like started to rock with?
Oh yeah, I loved it, man. I love the whole
Yeah.
lowrider culture and stuff like that
Yeah.
because they took something and made a big, I say, a vision and just blew it. You know what I mean? Just,
Oh man, I mean, you go to Japan, it's huge in Japan.
oh yeah.
I mean, they have lowriders out there. Like, you have to like look twice at some of them to and be like, is he Mexican or is he Japanese? It's crazy, man. They got essays out there.
Some of the mixes I make on USBs or online, they buy up like crazy.
Oh yeah, man.
Japan and China, they're
Yep.
huge lowrider.
It's huge. It's huge. Yeah, it's huge, man.
Yep.
What's one more you can think of?
When I was with DJing for the Ying, I had to fill in for the scientists.
Oh, okay.
For Ying Yang in Ventura, California, there was a kind of like a DARE program to keep kids off drugs.
Okay. All
So
right. Yeah.
it was amazing, man, being up there like, this Ying Yang twins,
Right.
And then it's the Ying Yang twins.
Exactly. Yeah.
All of a sudden we get hey, stop the music. I'm like, what's going on? There's a little thing going on outside. Well, one of the members, one of the posse with the Ying Yang twins
Okay.
was out there with some of the teenagers and they were puffing.
Oh, okay.
So-
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, I love y'all, Ying Yang. Seriously,
And
scientists.
I'm assuming that this was around the time when things weren't legal, as opposed to now. You know
Plus,
what I mean?
it was the res. There's a casino out there, Indian reservation.
Oh, it
and,
was the res. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
they almost stopped the whole show.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
like a DARE
absolutely.
program. So they almost
Absolutely.
stopped. That was very.
They're out there blazing, man. Right.
But I mean, the thing is, we got it done. And
Yeah.
apologies came out about it. But it was a great show. It was dope.
Yeah, man. And that's a good look for you as well. You know what I mean? So this was in Ventura.
Yeah, in Ventura, California. There's a casino right outside the Indian reservation.
'Cause that's out there on your way to like Oxnard, huh? Like around there.
Yep.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, then Attitude Promotions at Adi, when she brought me in to DJ for her shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's probably the age where you came in, where
Yeah,
the Brown
that's
Boys and all
exactly.
them,
Yep.
That was an honor, man, because she was an amazing person.
Oh, absolutely.
Addie, I'm talking about top notch.
Absolutely.
If you put in, the movie Shady Promoters, she would never be even brought into that type of situation.
Oh yeah, man.
Big Chief, AZ Big Chief,
Yeah, man.
I'm talking
Wow.
about top notch. I was one of his DJs.
Wow, man. Yeah, I remember Big Chief, man. Wow.
Chris McClellan, Trash City, called Trash City. I would DJ her wrestling events, her FearCon events. I still do those, but FearCon events and any kind of event she had, man, I was right there.
Yeah, man.
I've been with Chris McClellan over 15 some years.
Right.
She actually got me to DJ on stage with Tim and Willie
Okay.
at the October, had like a Halloween bash on Mill before they closed that. There was a theater there, a movie theater on Mill, and I forgot the name of the movie
Was
theater.
it Center Point?
It might have been. It was right there on Mill Avenue, and
It's like right when you were like, was it across from the Jack in the Box?
yeah, you know where that CVS is on the corner.
Yeah.
Well,
It was
that
Center
plaza
Point.
right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yep.
They had turned it into some other kind of like movie theater, and
Okay.
Trash City FearCon was in there. Tim and Willie had a big Halloween type October event.
Wow.
Well, their DJ didn't show up, so they got me up there on stage to DJ with them.
How was that?
It was mind blowing, dude.
I'll bet, man.
It was it was basically like the what do you call the thing they have out there in Gold Canyon, the one they have every year, the KNX.
Renaissance Fest?
No, it's brought by KNX. It's like Country Thunder.
Oh yeah.
It was like
yeah.
Country Thunder on
Okay.
Mill. But I was playing a lot of different type of country and rock. and stuff like that.
Damn. That many people, that capacity too? Oh man, I'll bet that was
Right
live.
outside the theater, right in the whole plaza.
Yeah. Wow, man.
It was dope.
That's
Met Dave
awesome.
Pratt. Got to go to his studio in Camelback
Oh, nice.
with Trash City. Chris McClellan, they're real good friends, and they brought me on the air, and he interviewed me. The mayor, big shout out to the mayor.
Wow, man.
'Cause I do a lot of remixes of classic rock and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Love it. Next, August 26th at the Mullet Arena, doing Thunderbolt Boxing with ESPN and with the TikTok crew, TikTok Boxers. Big shout out to you guys. It's going to be a huge event. Sponsored by TikTok, sponsored by George Clooney's, I don't know, was it whiskey he has?
Oh, the tequila. that he
tequila.
has. Yeah.
He's one of the sponsors. So it's going to be crazy. But I do stuff literally all the time. Modern Moments in Tempe and Gilbert. I do their weddings there, events there, a lot of school events, United Healthcare, Cigna, Oak Street, Allegiant Healthcare, just all these ones I just do. Go
You're
throughout
all
the-
over the place, brother. Yeah, man.
know?
Yeah. Now I want it. Now I don't want you to skip over because you said it so humbly, but you said ESPN. What exactly are you doing with ESPN?
DJing for the boxing event. When they first came here to Arizona, to the Glendale Arena, where the Cardinals play,
Yeah.
they had a boxing event there, and I was a DJ chosen to do that. Top flight boxing and stuff like that.
Right.
They brought me
Right.
up there to DJ.
And this is on TV. This is filmed.
Yep, it's on pay-per-view,
Wow,
live
man.
pay-per-view. So August 26th at the MLK Arena, Tempe. Starts at 4:30.
That's beautiful, man. Is this the first one that you're doing with them?
Oh no,
You've
I
been.
do a lot of Thunderbolt boxing events, and you know, and they have a lot of different sponsors and stuff like that. So
Nice,
all
man.
pay-per-view. So if you guys want tickets,
That's what's.
you know,
That's what's up, brother. Yeah, man. So it's like people could just catch you just everywhere, and then just following you online. You got a website or anything?
no, I'm actually on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram, it's The Real DJ Private, TheReal DJ Private. And Instagram, Facebook is Paul Torres. What I tell my customers and clients is I don't like to do websites because if I do that, I've got to charge you more.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, the prices I charge are pretty good. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'd rather
Ain't
not
breaking
add
pockets.
Yeah, because, then I have to do the updates and have to do all that
For
stuff
sure.
like that. And my main focus is making sure that your next event is top notch. That's it. There's no better feeling, man, honestly. I mean, just like I got a big shout out to, Larry Fitzgerald. Got to DJ for him 10 and a half years while he was with the Cardinals.
Okay.
For someone to actually notice you somewhere,
Right.
that's like celebrity theater, Vivian Ware, the Wares, Vivian and them, for them just one day seeing me and hearing me and saying, you know what, I see you,
Oh, Urban AZ.
Urban AZ.
Yeah.
They're the ones that got me the contract with Larry Fitzgerald, Vivian.
Wow, man.
Because she's like, I like what you do. I DJ with her son's birthday party is at a park,
Yeah.
and she was like, whoa, DJ.
Yeah.
When he was younger, I DJ one of his birthday parties, myself and my son, young Sal. And for people to, see your talent, that's the biggest thing to me. I try not to get big-headed because I'm like, I want to be the kind of person that I can walk anywhere, go anywhere. Kind of like Khaled, where DJ Khaled, he can go down to New York City, or wherever, and just go and stop somewhere, get something, and leave, and people love him, and then go.
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibe I want to give, I never want to be where I'm untouchable or don't. There's kids sometimes come up to me at an event, and I'll have to, I'll switch channels so that they can scratch and stuff like that, so they can feel like, oh my God, he let me scratch, Mom.
Oh, man.
It's not going to mess up my flow because I'm switching channels. That's why I got a four channel controller. That's one of the reasons I got a 4-channel controller. Because sometimes people like to come up to you. I know it's hard when your equipment costs thousands, but it doesn't hurt just to inspire somebody.
Absolutely.
It don't hurt to inspire somebody. I do a lot of stuff with like special needs kids and stuff like that, and they just like
Yeah.
sometimes I'll go on one channel mixing back and forth on one channel while they're on the other channel just having a ball. I was given a chance. Why can't they? All right, y'all. I love y'all. DJ Private. That was my 5.
And there you have it. Man, shout out to the homie Private. Known Private for a long time. Definitely one of the most respected DJs in the community out here. And it was just truly an honor to have you on the show, my brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, man, like I always say, I wish that I was old enough to be in the scene back in the 80s. Definitely the early 90s. I touched the scene in like 97, 98, but the early 80s and early 90s, man, that's just when, I just feel like all the greatness was out there. But man, salute to you, man. I'm so, just everything, your journey, your health journey as well. I've been staying in tune, and it's just, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, like you always say, my brother. And so, thank you so much for everything that you contributed to the community and to the scene. You're just easily one of the dopest DJs out there. Everything, all the accolades that have came your way, highly deserved, highly deserved. And, we just thank you so much for blessing our platform. And I wish you nothing but the best and nothing less. Make sure you guys are following him on social media. Shout out to my brother Jimmy Nelson on the camera. Make sure you guys subscribe to that YouTube channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I think it's here somewhere. All right, man. Well, this was definitely one for the books. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, though. Until next time, stay tuned, stay blessed, stay healthy, and just give me 5, y'all.
Everything you get, you got the